Hey everybody, welcome back to the Miser's Guide to Evony. In this real estate video, we're going to be looking at an account that is in the mid 500s, I want to say, server 500 and something. Let's start by, well, they're 3 billion power. They are keep 37, so they are past that hump. And what's their military academy at? We'll just take a look at buildings here. Military academy is at 2. Rally spot is 37, just like the keep. Walls are one level behind, so you got to work on that a little bit. Let's take a look at troops. Start with the troop details over here. Okay, 100 million troops. We've got a pretty high tier 14 count. Tier 13s look good as well. The 12s, okay. Layers are pretty good. Siege layers are really strong. The other layers need to be bumped up a little bit, but the siege is really high. That's nice. Gonna go down. It's about 500,000 layers all the way down. And they're starting to work on their tier 1 cavalry, so you could always be boosting that and working on that strategy as well. Where do we want to start? Let's start with civilization. Okay. Here it's a Wonder 2 account. Civilization treasures are, wow, 3s. Very nice. Civilization equipment. I'm just going to count out the pieces. 2, 4, 5. Got 9 pieces so far. 13 pieces. 14. 18. 21. 24. 25. 25 pieces of civilization equipment. That's really strong. That's a lot. So don't be fooled by 3 billion power. I mean, that's just troop count. So you could definitely, use alts and resources to pump up the troop count. Absolutely, and that'll make you a whole lot more effective. But civilization equipment costs a lot of money. So to have, what was it, 28 pieces? I can't remember. It was in the 20s. 28 pieces, I want to say, of civilization equipment. That's huge. There's a lot you can do with that. Let's take a look at generals. Okay, we're going to start with the military over here. We have Napoleon. I don't think that's the main. Yeah, they probably started in Napoleon and then they got something else. Okay, well, we do have Leonidas the First, who is specialized quite a bit. He's the assistant, so you don't need to work on his gear or anything. It's looking great. You got Dewey as the main general, fully specialized, 2 stars. Beautiful. And okay, this is going to be what, 4 pieces of choreo? Yeah. Okay. Wow, that is insane refining. Like, look at those numbers. The cap is 30. You got a 29.5, 28.6, 29.1. This is some of the best refining I've seen on the weapon here. Really strong here. Wow, they put a lot of work into refining. Look at those numbers. Sick. Like, these are really, really strong refines. Ares caps at 25. Like, considering that the cap is at 25, you got really high refining done. Geez, this is some of the best refined wall general that I have seen. Focuses on ground, it looks like. And there's, yeah, a lot of ground attack, siege. Okay, so it's pretty balanced. Mounted troop HP, it's pretty balanced. I like it. It's pretty well built. 7 million power. I mean, that is some good refining. Okay, let's take a look at some PvP generals. So we got Simeon here, fully specialized, 1 star. 7.2 million power. He's going to be pretty strong. Look at that refinement. Like, geez. Like, there are some low ones on this one, unlike the wall general that was just superb. But even still, like, it's well built. This is pretty well built. Huh. Very nice. Roland over here for your PvP mounted. 30%, 29.1, 27.2. What is this? This is, I mean, it's not bad, but like you compare the Ares Spear to this, I'm guessing that they're holding out for something to replace that, like some civilization piece. Like this is perfectly fine for now when you're planning to replace it. But man, some of the refining done here. Wow. Yeah, generals are really the strong suit here. 2 stars. Generals are really strong on this account. It definitely needs more troops. Needs a higher troop count. Um, you know, longevity of PvP rallies and so on. It's really important to have a lot of troops. But these generals are gonna wreck people. Very good overall. Like 4 really strong generals. The only one I haven't seen yet is Siege. I probably skipped over it. Not seeing anything for Siege that is fully built. I mean, there's some Siege generals, but do we have anything? No. So maybe they're just starting on Napoleon. That might be what it is, and that's why the specialization is happening. They're just starting to work on the siege. I'm going to double check that. I'm going to go look at their presets, because usually somebody will have a siege preset if they actually have a general. No. So they don't have a siege preset. So siege is not something that they have worked on yet. But the other 3, holy man, that is really good refinement. I'm actually surprised. I was thinking, keep 37, 3 billion power. It's going to be mediocre. But really, I mean, you look at the generals, you look at the civilization equipment, it's set up to be a really strong count. It just needs to boost troop counts and to work on getting a siege, and it can really go a long way. And I think this account was in the 500s. So, I mean, after you boost up that troop count, you can probably still achieve 1 or 2, or 1 or 3 is what I'm saying, and get those extra generals. You could. Speaking of that, what extra generals? I meant extra dragons. Let's take a look at the dragons. We've got Celtic Demon, who's at 40-40. Okay, and we've got Fafnir, 40-40. Over here, we're only going to have 2 generals to look at. Or, guys, it's late. I keep saying generals, I mean dragons. It's late. Sorry. Look at these refines. Very nice. Not surprised there. So magic shield needs to be worked on a little bit. Looks like they could do a little more. And like the refinement is really well done. Really well done. Let's take a look at technology. 3 billion power, but how much of it is technology? 35. So that's a low point. Technology is something to work on for sure. Let's take a look at the academy. Just make sure some of the big ones are done. I'm guessing this tab is fully done. Yeah, and it is. Subordinate city should also be done. It is. Military advance might need a little more, just based off of the tech power. But it looks like it might be done. Oh, there's a tiny bit to go. You got 3 siege attack to do, and this player doesn't have a siege setup, so they'll be mostly defensive right now. Yeah, that's probably why they're not too worried about that. But these should be done. You got 3 here, 4 here that need to get done. But not a huge deal. And let's look over here at the military academy, which is at 2 right now. So we're only going to get a couple tiers down, but we'll see. A lot of people lately have been, you know, putting these in. Like this only need to get to 8. Trust me, you're going to need those tactic scrolls and the gold later. Don't waste on things like this. Get the bare minimum that you need. You only need 8. Yeah, you only need 8. So like this one, don't go beyond 8. Increasing your hospital capacity is not going to help you. Get to 8 and move on because you're going to need it for other stuff. Okay. There we go. That's better. 8, 8. This one needs to go up, but yeah. Yeah, that's not as important. Okay, let's look at ranged. Yeah, so it's only Military Academy 2, so we're not expecting it to go super far down. It's about where I thought, and that's why the technology power is so low. You get so much from the Military Academy. Having the full academy done, it only gets you to like tens of, I don't know, like 30, 40. I can't remember exactly where the full thing being done. The military academy is double the amount of tech power of the actual academy. So getting those boosted down to like military academy 3 level, that's going to have a huge impact on your tech power. What else can we look at? Blazons, subs, yeah. Monarch gear, okay. Monarch gear is at 8 roughly. We can go take a look at subs now. Purple for the main. Oh, purple Japan, purple Russia, purple Russia. These are good subs. With the exception of the green one here that could be replaced for sure. But these are good subs. Okay. Let's take a look now at the Blazons. Nothing set up, nothing. All right, they haven't even touched their Blazons. They don't have a really high amount to work with, but I mean, you could definitely, like the very bare minimum, and this is some feedback to this player too, the very bare minimum that you want to do is just get the 6-piece on there so you get the bonuses. Even if they're all level 1s, having a 6-piece there is going to give you immediately some bonuses there. So anyone that's watching that or watching like this player or anybody that hasn't really figured out Blazons, I did some videos recently on how to set them up, especially for free-to-play players. So definitely take a look at those videos and get that done because, like, here, this one, let's see. Oh, I would have to equip all of them for the set attributes. Anyway, there's an offensive one and defensive one generally, and I think you get like 10% marching bonus or 10% defense. You know, like it's a big deal just for putting a few pieces on. Like just literally clicking a bunch of times for 2 minutes, and you'll have 10% increase. It's a big deal, so make sure you get that done. Don't ignore it. So where are we at? I think we're about done here. I think we're about done. We've talked about everything we needed to. You've definitely seen some strong points there. I mean, the general civilization gear, huge strengths on this account. That's where a lot of the energy has gone into. The technology needs some work. The troop count needs some work. And you definitely want to unlock your Wonder 3. And that will come a lot easier with those really well-built generals, but you need a troop count to back it up. That's about all I have to share here. So if you do want to contact this person about potentially buying the account, then you can find their information in the description or in a pinned comment and contact them directly. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting the channel. If you liked what you saw, please consider hitting the like button and checking out other videos on the Miser's Guide to Evony. I'll see you in the next video.